I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do.
Hello, racing fans, and welcome back to another edition of Handicapper's Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. As always, I'm Mike Heads, along with Randy Golding. Once again, we'll be going through the holiday Monday races at Hastings. First race at 150. We do have 8 races on tap on the holiday program. Should be a lot of fun. Weather's supposed to be, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. It's supposed to be a little murky, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too bad. We'll hope for the best.
Yep. Okay, race number 1. We do have some $16,000 claimers. Let's get right into the action. Fillies and Mares going 6 furlongs. I went to the 4-horse 7 times 70 for Anita Bolton and Enrique Gonzalez. I thought this horse could get the lead in there, at least be close to the lead. I didn't see any speed in here. The 1, 2, 3 don't have speed. Classic Statement, bit of speed. But I thought 7 times 70 could be the best of the bunch, dropping out of a couple of stakes events, the Oaks and the Hong Kong Jockey Club Handicap. This filly did win a similar event 3 starts back, and it's been training well for a top outfit. So I thought 7 times 70 maybe to just edge out the 5-horse Classic Statement, who's been very solid for Keith Peterson. He's off to a great start this year, and I put the 2-horse Babylon will fall in for third. 1-4-5-2.
I see it similar. I like 7 times 7. She already won at this level, even though it was going long.
3, yeah.
But she won. She can run training well. I went Babylon will fall second just because she won her debut last year, so we know she can fire fresh, and she's been working not a trainer change, but everything coming out of the Terry Clyde, Mike Anderson Barn is running well, and Classic Statement, whose record kind of speaks for itself. Lots of seconds, and
Right.
So those are my 3.
Yep. On to the second race, maiden $16,000 claimers, 3-year-olds and upwards, going the 6.5 furlongs. It's tough to make a case, hang your hat on someone in here. I went to the 2-horse Doyle. Can this horse run 6.5 furlongs? I have no idea. But this horse running is far tougher company, showed good speed in both of his races last year before caving in. And that's might be the company talking. You get pressured, and then you're in an intimidating position, which causes you to run last or second to last, beating a whole pile of lengths. But this horse could be on the lead for a long time and could get brave. And the blinkers are off, which could be a big play here. Richard Hamill rides. The work tab's great for an excellent outfit, Greg McPherson. And I like the 2 Toil. Put the 6-horse Rack City, good runner-up effort, took advantage of his winter racing fitness, and almost parlayed that into a win. And I thought this horse would be the next best horse. I'm going to throw in old Rob Maven's Jack Don't Drink. A decent 4th behind Sir Knight and Rack City. I thought he was the next best of the rest, but I like Doyle or Rack City. I think 2 and 6 are the players in here. I went 2, 6, and 1.
That's same way I went, except I had Irish Charlie for third, who's dropping. But Doyle, blinkers off a speed horse, one of my favorite plays.
That's a good play, Randy.
It really works. And so
when
maybe it should be more relaxed.
Like horses that seem to crash on form,
take
the blinkers on.
But I agree with you. We have no idea if this horse can run.
This horse could be just
a half miler. Just can't go that far. But
we have no
anyway,
evidence,
the fact that he's in for 16 and not 4 tells me they still have some hopes for him. So anyway, blinkers off speed and good outfit, good jockey. Lots to like.
Yep. Randy went 2, 6, and 3 in the second. On to the third race. We've got some $4,000 claimers here going 6.5 furlongs. I went to the 3-horse Bad and Bougie. I think this could better draw today. I thought the horse really was compromised last time by an outside post going a tricky distance of 6 furlongs here at Hastings. Didn't get the best of trips. Still run an admirable race. That was when you hit her and the 5-horse Eco Charge. They're both equally as talented. Whichever one gets a better trip will win the money. And I put the 6-horse Aspired. I'm not going to give up on the horse. I kind of like the horse first time out. Didn't run to her works. She'd been working quite well. But I'm just going to hope she threw in a clunker and might be best for third. But I thought 3 and 5 were the horses. So I went 3, 5, and 6.
I just reversed him. I went Echo Charge on top. I think she's going to move forward off of that race. Came back with a nice work. She's overdue, and she tries hard every time. She runs hard every time.
She's not going to cheat you at all. She runs good races.
So I went with her with over Bad and Bougie, and for my third horse I went with Where's My Jenny. It's just one of those races you had to pick somebody third, and there's some races in there that put her in the mix. So hoping for a better effort.
Yep. Okay, Randy going to go 5, 3, and 1 in the third. On to the fourth race. It's a claiming event, or no, pardon me, an allowance event for 3 and 4-year-olds. 3 and 4-year-old colts and geldings, only 6.5 furlongs. I had some trouble. There's no speed in this race. Absolutely none. And I thought the 5-horse McMurphy could capitalize on that. Ran in the Jim Coleman province, got slaughtered on the head end by Dr. John H. It was on the inside in a terrible position and just was always never get a breather. Was always being pressured, and I just thought the horse, running 10th. I know the horse ran last, got beat 9 lengths, but it's a way better race than it looks like on paper. Jeff Birmingham will ride. The horse is way better than that race shows. This class drop to the allowance company is, I think, perfect for the horse. How about the 7, Harry's Hammer, who's a 4-year-old running against older or younger horses, which is a big key. I know he's a better horse going long, but I just respect the connections and the work tab. This horse could come running, even at the shorter 6.5 furlong distance, running against this kind of company anyway. How about the 2-horse Whiskey Bound? Pretty impressive in his 3-year-old maiden victory. Wasn't the strongest of maiden heats, but he did it very impressively and looked good. So I thought he was another one in the mix. I went 5, 7, and 2. I thought McMurphy was the horse, though.
Yeah, I went with Harry's Hammer. I just think he's the best horse in the race. He does want more ground.
Yeah.
But he's been working like he's a sprinter. So I think he's primed for a big effort coming off the bench.
You get the chance to see him.
Well, his bullets fired going, 5 furlongs, his last one in particular. So I think he can get up and win this. I went Whiskey Bound over McMurphy, although you could flop them.
Yeah.
Whiskey Bound was very impressive in his first start this year. And you notice he finished second to Explode in his last start as a 2-year-old, and Explode finished second in the Jim Coleman. So he was running with some pretty good company.
Yep.
And that very impressive first start. So Harry's Hammer, Whiskey Bound, and McMurphy.
Okay, on to the fifth race. $4,000 fillies and mares. 6.5 furlongs will be the distance. Another race. Lots and lots of trouble. I went 1, Halloween Queen, moving inside from a terrible draw, going 6 last time. Wasn't embarrassed in her first try with Lasix. Just didn't get a trip at all. This horse was wide, never in position, and never had a shot. From the rail, this horse can be pretty dangerous. You look at some of her races, she's plenty good enough to beat a field like this. So I had a call for the 1-horse Halloween Queen to rebound. Up at the 3-horse 7 Chances, who ran a good second behind Yes Please. That was a good heat. Filly ran great, was flying at the end of the race. Yes Please is just too good right now. It'll be dangerous in the 62.50 on Saturday. Definitely the second best horse. And I put the 4-horse Seeking Bullwood for third, making her Hastings debut. Didn't finish all that far behind 7 Chances, so I thought the horse was worth a look. Second time for the new connections, but I went 1, 3, and 4. I like Halloween Queen.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide. I took a flyer on Convergent. She's been working well. She won first time out last year. She won
by 25 lengths her last, 26 lengths.
Well, and look how she closed out. I mean, they were going longer. But it was improved throughout the year. She won 4 races last year. That's not bad.
Frank Ma did a great job.
Yeah, and she's been working okay. Nothing wrong.
Not an easy filly.
6.5 furlongs, 122 and 3 out of the gate. Not too bad. Not a bad work. So she looks to me like she's ready to go. She could win this. I went with 7 Chances. It was kind of the obvious horse, right? Second.
Last time,
I mean, but she did have a fitness edge over the horses she was running against. But she's just consistent. And I went Future Games. I think Future Games could be the one that gets out there.
True.
Like that. I would have liked Halloween Queen a little bit more, and I could see her. But they don't always break on top. So if Future Games doesn't go and Halloween Queen does, I agree with you. She could be tough to get. But I think Future Games is going to be out there.
But okay, Randy likes the 8-horse. Going to give the road horse Convergent a shot, and definitely sharp mares. As I said, Frank Ma's very good with her, and I can see her winning going 6.5 too. This is that. I'm not in love with anyone. I went 1, 3, 4. Randy went 8, 3, and 2 on the 6, 3. Wide open. Maiden 4 grounders here. Fillies and mares going 6.5 furlongs. I went to the 4 S.E. Rose. Was unfortunate not to get into a race a couple of weeks back. Got on the also eligibles. Has been working well. Not the toughest of dashes in here, and I thought SC Rose could be the horse to beat. Put the 9 horse, 4 to win in for second. Didn't fall in love with anyone else. At least the horse did run third behind Bad and Bougie, and Be Quick was close to SC Rose 2 starts back. Those were both last year. But the work temp's been good. Minute and 3/5 on May the 3rd. That's a pretty solid effort. And I put the 6 horse. I didn't know where to go. 6 horse. I'm in command. Had the 1 run this year and ran okay. I ended up running last, but just a horse that's dropping in class, and maybe that's enough to get her in the picture here. But I think the 4 is a standout. I just think the 4 is the best horse in the race. I went 4, 9, and 6.
I thought it was kind of race you could probably
I left out your Bombay. I left out your
and
Bombay.
run.
There's not a lot of chances, but still,
Anyway.
Bombay can win.
It's wide open. I think it's wide open. Essie Rose is okay, but she's had her fair share of chances, as has Bombay.
Yep.
Bombay's look good in the morning. Jon Snow has a good record with horses coming back off lip. Doesn't really show here, but over the past 5 years, it's a very good number. And I just think she looks ready to go. And you have to pick somebody. Essie Rose, of course, she's pretty solid. And I agree with you. 4 to win could be the one they have to run down. If she gets out there, been working well, gets in light, could be gone.
The 7th race, maiden special weight here for Colts and Geldings, going 6 1/2 furlongs. Good race. I had another tough race. I went to the 4 Patty Dioro. Some of the races earlier last year were very good. He's been working well in the mornings. That was enough. And Amadeo Perez being on, that was first time gelding. There's a lot of things to like about Patty Dioro in a race that is kind of muddled. There's really, you kind of struggle to find, something to like about a horse. And they all have their flaws. But Patty Dioro I thought was as good as I could find on paper. He's coming out of some very good races and ran quite admirable. I put the 6 horse Day Flyer in for second. Good runner-up effort to Finally Gotcha, who ran a very fast 1:17-4 towards the end of the season last year. He's been working reasonably well. Enrique Gonzalez rides for Craig McPherson. And I threw in the first year number 7, Victor, who's from a good family. Vino Terra was a very nice horse for Barb Heads and the Bennetts, and Sun Gould's been a pretty good sire. The works are good. He's a big, tall, strapping thing, and might want to go farther, but still, he's not in the toughest maiden allowance race, so I thought he could be of interest as well. I went 4, 6, and 7 in a very tough 7th race.
I don't see it quite the same way. I really like Day Flyer. I just think he ran well in both of his starts last year. Some tough company. We look at
Why is Hamill not on?
Well,
that bugs me. He rides for Craig, and he's on Phil Halls. I know.
Who is the leading rider? Everything's running for Gonzo.
That's the only thing that stuck to me. Now, maybe I'm putting too much into it from a handicapping standpoint. Maybe I should just be more unbiased and just be more open-minded and just, maybe Gonzalez has been on the horse in the morning and he's the best horse Day Flyer.
And the work pattern is one that I like, where he's fast 3 furlongs, fast 4 furlongs. They want to kind of slow him down so he doesn't get carried away.
Nice horse.
But I think he's got a big future, and so I really like him. I went with Lucian Harbor second, showed speed in his first one. Should be a little tighter. I went Cool Hand Luke third. That 124 out of the gate. That's
a huge move, 120 and 4 fibs.
And Patty Dioro, the reason I'm taking a stand against this is I always liked him, and he never produced.
I'm hoping as a 3-year-old he will. As a 2-year-old, he might have been battling something.
Yeah, that's
I know he had
possible.
6 starts and 6 chances, but I know he did fail to deliver.
I know I've bet on him.
I know.
His early
He
races,
failed to
'cause he
deliver a
always
few
was
times.
impressive.
But,
But like you say, he could be an improved 3-year-old.
But Randy goes with the 6 horse Day Flyer. I'm going to go to the 4 Patty Dior. On to the 8th and final. $8,000 claimers here. And on was a 3 lifetime going. 6 1/2 furlongs. I went to the 4 horse Coat of Arms. I went to him 2 weeks ago. I'm going to follow him back. He got beat by Always Sunny, and I got outrun. What are you going to say? Sometimes you get outrun. And Coat of Arms looks to, I don't know, I think going to be the horse to beat. The 2 horse Mustachio. If anyone beats Coat of Arms, it'll be Mustachio, who has speed and could be. He got bothered on the head end last time, and Coat of Arms nailed him for second. I think it's those 2 horses, and I put the 3 horse Red Buffalo, who's in a much tougher spot. than what he was in last time, but I put him in for third. But I left out Naughty Newman, who could be of interest, Bao Chikawawa, who could be of interest. Psycho Dan's cool. There's some nice horses in here that are solid non-2-8 horses, but I went 4, 2, and 3.
I went the same way in the first two. Yeah, they seem pretty obvious. And I went Bao Chikawawa for third.
Yeah, I can see
Working
that.
good. Finished off the year strong. Gonzalez gets the call.
I can't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he could fire a big shot first time out as a 4-year-old. So, yeah, I agree with you the first two, and we have a slight difference in the third horse bet.
All right, that'll do it for our analysis of the Monday, May the 20th races at Hastings. Next up on screen will be a quick recap. We'll put the, there we go, our bingo balls are up. Hopefully they we get some winners for you. In race number 1, I had to go to the 4-horse 7x70. I'm going to go 4-5-2. Race number 2, I went to the 2 Doyle. I'm going to go 2, 6, and 1. Race number 3, I went to the 3 Bad and Bougie. I'm going to go 3, 5, and 6. Race number 4, I went to the 5-horse McMurphy. I like him. I think he's going to run well. 5, 7, and 2 in the 4th. On to the 5th race, went to the 1-horse Halloween Queen. Wide open event, though. That's a toughie, the 5th. 1, 3, 4 for me. Might need a few in there. On to the 6th race, I went to the 4-horse SC Rose. That's my key in the late pick 4. I went 4, 9, and 6. Race number 7, I went to the 4-horse Patty Dior over the 6 and 7, and I have left out Illusion Harbor, You Don't Own Me, the Valentine. There's a lot of nice little horses in there. Tough race. You can't pick them all, though. And on to the 8th and final, I went to the 4-horse Coat of Arms over the 2 Mustachio and the 3 Red Buffalo. On to Randy. There we are.
Right off the bat, I went with number 4, 7x70, with the 2 and the 5, 7x70. First start for Nita Bolton could be a good one. Second race, I went with Doyle, just like you. I think Blinker's off a speed horse. He could be gone if he breaks on top. Rack City second, and the 3 third. Iris Charlie. On to the 3rd race. Echo Charge. She's so consistent. She's overdue to win, and should move forward. So I went with the 5. Echo Charge 3 and 1. Race 4, the number 7. Harry's Hammer. I think he's the best horse in the race. He probably wants more distance, but it could set up for him. He should have some speed to run at. But anyway, Harry's Hammer, number 7, with the 2 Whiskey Bound and McMurphy. Mike's horse.
Yep, my boy.
And the next race, the
8 Convergent.
5th race, number 8 Convergent. I like the way he's been training, the way he finished off his last year. So I went with the 8, 3, and 2. 6th race, I went with Bombay in a coin flip.
Yeah, no, it's a tough race. There's nothing to love in there.
I was trying to beat the favorite. SC Rose should be favored.
We love our $4,000 maidens, but it was just a tough race for handicapping.
Yeah, it's a good bet. It's a great betting race. Yeah. Anyway, Bombay at first, SC Rose, number 5, 3, second, and 4 to win, 3rd. In the 7th race, so with number 6, Dave Flyer, I think is one of the best bets of the day. We'll find out. Illusion Arbor 2nd, and number 3, Cool Hand Loot 3rd. And in the last race, Coat of Arms, he looks pretty solid along with Mustachio. Probably box those 2 for your exact when you have it. And Bao Chikawawa for 3rd, number 7.
All right, that'll do it for the Monday, the holiday Monday, Victoria Day holiday. Once again, racing starts at 1:50 at Hastings. Thanks for Randy for subbing in for Drew Forrest, who was on assignment. Thanks to our crew again, Jason and Orion, for helping us out as usual, making us look good on the old podcast here. Our next live races will be next Saturday and Sunday. We're going back to the Saturday-Sunday schedule, so we'll be back to the normal routine of Saturday and Sunday at 1:50 p.m. On behalf of Randy, thanks everyone for tuning in. Best of luck on your wagers this weekend. We'll look forward to seeing you next time here at the Derby Bar and Grill on Handicapper's Corner.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do